Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've got another great flashlight from Olight coming up next. Perfect gift for Father's Day. Let's check it out. Alrighty, we've got another great light from Olight they sent us out to review just in time for Father's Day, and for me, this is actually a pretty cool flashlight. When I got it, I was like, okay, it's it's compact, small, it's got its own charging case, super small. Let me show you how small this thing is. It's, pretty darn small. It fits in your hand. It does have charging within the case, so all you have to do, drop it back in here, charge it up. The case itself has a button on it. You can test and monitor the charge level, if you can, look at it, not my face. And you can also do features with this case, like turn the light on and off, just by pushing the button on the storage case itself. The same features. You can cycle through the different brightnesses of the light. Very bright. And additionally, what I was mentioning is that you have the option to plug in, let's say your cell phone, your tablet, something like that. This will do about 3 charges and also charge up the flashlight itself. So if you're out backpacking, doing whatever you do outside, or even working in the garage, like I do here often, you've got a nice compact little light. Throw in a pocket, throw in a bag. You've got it with you. Got the little lanyard here that clips on as well, so you can never lose it. Now, the only thing for me that was a tad bit misleading, just my misunderstanding, is the box says customized wireless charger. Now, to me, wireless means inductive, but they just mean you don't need to have another outside power source other than this here. So, great thinking. This is a pretty cool deal. You've got your regular big old instruction manual here. There's not a lot of actual instructions on how to use a flashlight because it's a flashlight, but it does go through all the different modes for the flashlight itself. You've got your strobe light, of course, turning on and off. There are the different brightnesses like I've shown you. There's the moonlight, there's the regular settings, and then the turbo, which is that super bright light. Let's try and run through them here. So there's our moonlight, very, very dim. Next setting up, we can just cycle through. And we turn it off. We want to hit our turbo mode. We press it multiple times. Sorry, that's a strobe. Strobe was 3 times. Turbo mode is double press. So that is your super bright mode. We'll go outside once it's dark and check these out as well. But let me turn off the lights in the shop here just so you can see briefly what it's like. Granted, it's the middle of the day, so you're not going to get a perfect likeness of dark, but again, we'll go outside tonight. We've got our regular light. There's our moonlight. Of course, you're not going to see a whole lot in the middle of the day. There's our bright. You can see on the wall here, kind of the Challenger. If we want to do our turbo, remember that's 2 taps. So that is pretty bright. The camera is accounting for some of the brightness correction, so sorry for that. But again, also, we have the strobe. So if you need to have a strobe light for any reason, safety, warning off, critters, who knows, you've got that option. It also does have, well, let me turn the lights back on. It does have a self-timer on it for a 3 or a 9-minute self-timer. So if you have a need for maybe a night light before you're going to bed or running back and forth for something real quick, you can turn that on. Otherwise, the only thing I really did with this thing first is I charged it up. There is in the battery charger itself, there is a little protective plastic piece to remove, and then if you unscrew the battery, the base from the top, there is a filament in there to remove for charging the battery as well, and then you're good to go. Just a standard, looks like a Sierra 123 camera battery, but of course it's going to be rechargeable. And another nice thing about this, let me find something, hold on. Another awesome feature, it's a magnet. So I can clip on anything that you need to clip onto for ease of access of light. It also has a pocket clip, a baseball cap clip or pocket clip. So I don't have a ball cap down here right now, but you can go ahead and let me show you up close. You've got a couple of different options how to clip it on a ball cap like this or on a shirt pocket to keep in your shirt. And also it does have the same charging thing as the other Olight that we reviewed recently. So if you happen to have multiple lights from Olight, you've got the other USB-based magnetic charger as well. So plenty of ways to charge this crafty little flashlight. Now, as I mentioned, I did charge this thing up before I got it. It came with about 50% charge in the pack here, so I went ahead and gave it a 100% charge just to make sure we start off on the right foot. And this does as well have a charge indicator on the flashlight itself, what your battery status is, and then also an indication for the brightness as well. Oop, there we go. So it's a little tough to see, maybe up close, but you've got a couple little, come on, focus on the light, not me. There we go. You've got a battery indicator and your brightness indicator. Again, kind of tough to see up this close, but another great feature of the flashlight. Anyways, for now, I'm going to wait until it gets dark out. We'll go outside, check this thing out, and come back for our final words. The one thing I did forget to mention, this does have a total brightness of about 1300 lumens, and I checked the book, the instructions, and it says up to 5 times, not 3, for charging your external devices. So nice to have a bright little light in your pocket, and those extra charging capacities is definitely going to be good, especially if you take this thing, outdoors for weekend or whatnot, backpacking, where you don't have readily available access to power. So anyways, let's go outside. Alrighty, we are out in the dark right now. It is, well, middle of June for me nearly, and we are almost at the brightest point of summer here in Minnesota, so it's after 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead, take a look at the light outside. Hold on one second here. Pitch black, right? Let's go ahead and get me out of the way of the camera. Turn on our flashlight. Alrighty, here we go. We've got our moonlight mode. You can see it here in the lens when I shine it back at the camera, but there's not a whole lot of light cast out front that you can see due to the automatic exposure of the camera here. But walking around, I can definitely see a good, 10, 15 feet in front of me, just enough to see where I'm going. Not sure if you can see that on the ground, probably not. But going, let's say you're camping outdoors, you want to run to the outhouse, you don't have a blinding light that's going to wake up everybody in the campgrounds. But if you want to go ahead and step that up a little bit, you can hold the button down, a little brighter there, hold it again, one more setting. There we have probably a good 75 to 100 feet of light being cast. And then here's our super bright mode, well off in the distance. For me, at least, I can see the tree line, probably a good 150 feet away. Our flag, brightest day over here, and of course, the shop. So we can go over here. We can see our pasture here. There's a horse over here somewhere. There's a bobcat. Definitely letting up the bobcat. Back off. And here's that turbo, super bright. Again, for me, it is very bright. I'm probably going, well, the better part of, 150 feet plus to see the horse down there. Of course, Bob. Turn around and point up towards the home. Bright as day for me. And of course, if you were in an emergency, you could turn on the strobe. So beware if you're light sensitive. There we go, we have our strobe light. And now we're back to our regular lighting. So definitely, let me walk down a ways and see if you can see me. There's our turbo light. Just gonna go for a little walk and see how far you can see me. And I can see you. And here's probably a good 50 feet. We're going on 100 foot. And yeah, plenty of light. Plenty of light way down here still. Scary. Now the one thing I will mention is that if you do have this in turbo mode, the end of the flashlight assembly by the bulb does get kind of warm, so I would avoid, for your safety, don't grab the end of it. Might be a little warm, might cause a minor burn, or be rather uncomfortable. Either way, just wanted to point that out, not that it's a bad thing, just something to be aware of. It is a small compact flashlight and it is very bright and can get warm. Let's go back inside. Well, that's going to wrap this one up, but this is a pretty awesome little light. It's compact, it fits in your backpack, your day bag, whatever, and also the fact that you can charge multiple devices up a few times, whether it's your cell phone, your tablet, whatever else. Right on here, you don't need any other external chargers or battery packs to bring with you. So if you're conscious about weight, size, and having something portable in your hand all the time, give these guys a shot. I'll drop a link to them below, and as always, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button below, turn on the notification bell. We've got our tool and product reviews coming out on Tuesdays when available, and then our vehicle content on Saturdays. Thank you much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.